You can tell we're in the post-Oscar period of film releases. Now, movies that didn't have a shot at getting a nomination are getting released, hoping to get some traction from the crowds rushing to see Star Wars. The biggest buzz comes from Ride Along 2, a sequel to the obnoxious film about the two mismatched in-laws. Kevin Hart plays a mouthy security guard who manages to complicate Ice Cube's life. Cube, you may remember, is a top cop who begrudgingly allowed him to go on a ride-along in the first film. Now the two are paired on a trip to Miami just before Hart's wedding. The goal is to bring down a drug dealer who's producing Atlanta's supply. As you can imagine, Hart gets in the way repeatedly and somehow manages to look good. Olivia Munn is also along for the ride, but this is Hart's film, another in a series of annoying comedies that can best be ranked by their sound level. Also this week, look for 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi, Michael Bay's take on the attack at the U.S. compound in Libya and the team that tried to quell the storm. John Krasinski, Toby Stevens, and a host of recognizable TV faces fill the cast. More interesting, we'll get to see what the impact this film has on the current presidential campaign, particularly since Benghazi keeps emerging in interviews with Hillary Clinton. As with other Michael Bay films, expect lots of action sequences and big special effects. And for kids, there's Norm of the North, a cartoon about a polar bear and his lemming friends who wind up in New York City. There, Norm becomes the mascot for a corporation that could be bent on ruining his homeland. Rob Schneider provides the voice of Norm, and Heather Graham, James Corden, and Bill Nighy offer support as various and sundry characters. Again, none of this week's films will tip next year's Oscar lists, but they all are a diversion from that jockeying that occurs during January's awards month. With your movies in a minute, I'm Bruce Miller.